Right now, there are 19 states that had abortion bans on the books before Roe was decided, or have passed so-called trigger laws that will ban abortion and snap into place if Roe is overturned. So let's begin with the governor of the state at the center of this Supreme Court case, Republican Tate Reeves of Mississippi. Governor Reeves, thanks for joining us this morning. So Mississippi is one of the states that has a trigger law passed in 2007 that will ban all abortions except in cases of rape or in cases where the mother's life is at stake, with no exceptions for incest, if Roe is overturned. This would require the state attorney general to certify that Roe v. Wade is no longer in effect. So if the court rules as expected, is Mississippi going to implement that trigger law and make all abortion, except in those two narrow circumstances, illegal?
Well, thank you for having me on this morning, Jake, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms and grandmoms out there, including the First Lady of Mississippi, Ely. Yes, Mississippi does have a trigger law in place that was passed in 2007, and that trigger law will go into effect should the draft opinion, which obviously has been a bit of a bombshell this entire week from a national conversation and political discussion. But yes, our trigger law will go into effect. It does have an exception for rape. It does have an exception for the life of the mother.
As this country saw before 1973, banning abortion does not actually end abortion. It causes girls and women to seek out methods that are not as safe to end their pregnancies, methods that in the past resulted in mutilation or even death. Now, Mississippi, according to your State Department of Health, has about 3,500 abortions a year. Has the state done any analysis of what the state thinks will happen to those women and girls if this law goes into effect? How many unwanted pregnancies will result in deliveries? How many will result in women and girls dying because they seek out unsafe methods? Have you done an analysis that way?
Well, that's a great question, Jake, and I really do appreciate it. And what I would say to you is this: not only have we done an analysis, we've started doing the hard work of what a post-Roe Mississippi will look like. In fact, we believe that if in fact this leaked opinion is accurate, and if in fact a majority of the justices of the Supreme Court are going to overturn Roe, we must understand that while this is a great victory for the pro-life movement, it is not the end. In fact, it is just the beginning. And the beginning is that we must show that being pro-life is not just about being anti-abortion. And so in our state, that the work that is being done goes in two directions. Number one, we have to do everything we can to make it easier on those moms who may be in unwanted pregnancies. And that's the reason that we, this year, just in the last couple of weeks, I've signed legislation to provide help and resources and money to the 37 pregnancy resource centers that are located in every region of our state. We want to make sure that we get those individuals, ladies and women and expected mothers, the help that they need from a healthcare standpoint. But it's not just about the healthcare. It's about other resources that are available to those moms. And the second piece of being prepared and the next phase of the pro-life movement is about what are we doing to help those babies that maybe are, they do go to full term, that the moms do have. And what we're trying to do is focus on making adoption easier in Mississippi. We're focusing on improving our foster care system. We've had challenges in the past, and we recognize that, and we admit that. But we're investing in that system over $100 million to improve technology at the Department of Human Services and at our Child Protection Service.
So, Governor, you just said that you did do an analysis. Can you tell us anything more about the analysis? What did the state of Mississippi conclude as to, of the 3,500 abortions that happen on average per year in Mississippi, how many of those girls and women will seek unsafe abortions? How many might die? How many might end up hurt, mutilated, whatever? What did the analysis reveal?
Well, Jake, I can't predict for you exactly what's going to happen in the future. What I can tell you is what we're trying to do in Mississippi is we're trying to provide those potential expectant mothers the resources that they need so that they can go to a full term of pregnancy. If they choose to keep that child, then that's a great outcome. We want to make sure that we provide them the resources that they need, provide them the help that they need. But if they choose not to, we want to make sure that we have plans in place to protect those babies once they're born, and that's why we talk about foster care. We talk about
Right.
adoptions and other things, creating forever homes for those babies.
So, Governor, you and I have talked about this before, but Mississippi, as you know, has the highest rate of infant mortality in the United States. You have the highest rate of child poverty in the United States. Your state has no guaranteed maternity leave that's paid. The legislature in Mississippi just rejected extending postpartum Medicaid coverage. Your foster care system is also the subject of a long-running federal lawsuit over its failure to protect children from abuse. You and I have had this conversation before. I hear you. You say you want to do more to support mothers and children, but you've been in state government since 2004. You were the state treasurer, then you were the lieutenant governor, now you're the governor. Based on the track record of the state of Mississippi, why should any of these girls or moms believe you?
Well, look, as I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, the reality is that when I got elected governor, my very first speech in my inaugural address, I was very clear that I believe in my heart that I was elected not to try to hide our problems, but to try to fix our problems. We have a long history of poor health outcomes. It's due in large part to poverty, and so we are focusing every day on fixing the challenges that are before us. When you talk about things, when you talk about these young ladies, the best thing we can do for them is to provide and improve educational opportunities for them. And we've worked extremely hard in our state to do that. We've got to continue to work to provide workforce opportunities, jobs for these individuals. But to do that, they've got to improve the quality of their skills, and we as a state are investing heavily in that.
Right.
But yes, you're right. We've got a number of years of poor outcomes, but we're working every single day to improve that, and I think you'll see us make significant progress, just as we have seen significant progress on the educational outcome front in Mississippi over the last 10 years.
So the snapback law that was passed in 2007 has no exception for incest. So assuming that the Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade, the state of Mississippi will force girls and women who are the victims of incest to carry those childs to term. Can you explain why that is going to be your law?
Well, that's going to be the law because in 2007, the Mississippi legislature passed it. I will tell you, Jake, and this sort of speaks to how far the Democrats in Washington have come on this issue. But in 2007, when the trigger law was put in place, we had a Democrat Speaker of the House, and we had a Democrat Chairman of the Public Health Committee in the Mississippi House of Representatives.
But why are you going to
particular piece of legislation?
Why is it acceptable in your state to force girls who are victims of incest to carry those children to term?
Well, as you know, Jake, over 92% of all abortions in America are elective procedures. When you look at the number of those that actually are involved in incest, it's less than 1%. And if we need to have that conversation in the future about potential exceptions in the trigger law, we can certainly do that. But the reality is that, again, that affects less than 1% of all abortions in America on an annual basis.
Okay, but that is going to be the law of Mississippi. Let me ask you, what about a fetus that has serious or fatal abnormalities that will not allow that fetus to live outside the womb? Is the state of Mississippi going to force those girls and women who have this tragedy inside them to carry the child to term? Are you going to force them to do that?
Well, Jake, I'll tell you, I think that these questions illustrate exactly what we've been talking about, and that is you're dealing in examples that are rare and are a very small percentage of the overall abortions. And the reason for that is because when you talk to Americans, regardless of what the polling says with respect to overturning Roe v. Wade, the vast majority of Americans recognize that the abortion laws in America right now, that is what are extreme. America's abortion laws are extreme relative to the rest of the Western world.
Yeah.
You know that even if the court did not overturn Roe, Jake, even if the court did not overturn Roe, even if they just decided to uphold Mississippi's 15-week ban, that 39 out of 42 countries in Europe would still have more restrictive abortion laws.
Yeah.
The vast majority of Americans support restrictions that are reasonable on abortions